world is made of risk and vice. Every block, a story told. Every turn, the future's gold. Arms break, roll, the dreams unfold. Step by step through the digital cold. Arms break, roll, your path to hold. The keys to a fortune, the brave and bold.
All right, 1, 2, 3, take. Hi everyone, it's Brandon from Orange Brick Road. What we'll be doing today is we're going to be talking to Kane and Ben about Alpha Node, which is a feature that UpTrade have. And as opposed to me explaining it, I thought I'd get these guys on and take you all through it. This will be out on the newsletter and the podcast and all that. All links will be in the description. So what I'll do is I'm literally just going to hand it straight over to you, Kane, and away you go.
Amazing. Well, thank you for having me, Brandon. It's a pleasure to be on. But yeah, basically, my name is Kane Bisogni. I am head of research and analytics at UpTrade, and I'm also co-founder of UpTrade Alfa, which is our research platform. So I've been in the market for about 8 years now. I've been working at the leading hedge fund in Australia in crypto and digital assets, as well as venture capital, so seed funding the next round of big innovative projects in crypto. So yeah, had my fair share of crypto experience and investing. Obviously manage my own investment portfolio as well. Been able to bring that to a 7-figure portfolio. But yeah, that is a bit about me. My other co-founder, Ben, is here as well. So take it away, Ben.
Thank you for having us, Brandon, and Orange Brick Road. So I've been at UpTrade for 2 years now. I work side by side with Kane in the research department. I'm also a co-founder of UpTrade Alfa, the research platform you'll see shortly. I made my way to UpTrade through industry ties. I was more of an independent researcher, and through connections in the space, I developed a relationship with Kane, and he introduced me to Jeff at UpTrade, and we went from there, and then it all worked out, and here we are today.
Excellent, mate. Well, take us through the platform, and I guess we might have some questions at the end as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'll quickly share my screen for you guys. So just to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of what UpTrade Alfa is, we basically decided to build UpTrade Alfa so you guys have institutional grade research at your fingertips. For so long, we've noticed that it's been more or less reserved for high net worth investors, people who either had companies or were institutions themselves. They didn't actually get access to this type of research. So we decided to make this platform so you guys and the everyday retail investor had an opportunity to get involved in the space and understand what's happening on a high level. So I'm going to quickly run you down through what this is. So currently this is the homepage of UpTrade Alfa. You have the ability to create an account for free, but I am already logged in, so I may as well just jump straight into it. So basically, this is the platform we have. So our dashboard basically shows you guys all the different research videos, reports that we do on a weekly basis. We do multiple per week. We have special guests that come on from different founders. For example, we had Solana's head of product on for an interview. We also had Morpho's founder coming on next month. So we do try to make it very high touch. We always want to be in a community where everything is fast paced, fast growing. But yeah, that is a little bit of a spill around the actual research side. We do have a feed as well. So we have partner feeds where our partners will be posting their research. For example, Apollo Crypto is the leading fund in Australia. So they actually give their research out to our clients as well. We also do our research on a daily basis telling you guys different things, different assets we're looking at as well. So it is created to be very high touch for our community. It gives you guys the ability to see everything we're doing on a daily basis. I'll push it over to you, Ben, to kind of walk through a few different features as well, maybe the watch list and a few other benefits.
Sounds good. Yep. So the reason for creating our own website was previously we were posting research, we were limited, and we wanted to combine our 7, 8 years of experience in the market with all the tools we use to succeed and have it in an all-in-one platform. So let's start with the watch list, Kane. Do you want to go there? So in here we have pretty much the top 300 assets in the market, all with a live data feed. You can watch certain tokens you want to look at. We also have charts inbuilt here. We have all the on-chain data you can look at, such as TVL, active users. We have a what is Solana and also our own personal analysis. We have this full majority of assets that our clients can look at, and you can also make your own watch list and track. All the staff members at UpTrade, so Jeff, Kane, myself, other people in the research team all have their own personal watch list as well. So you can see what we are tracking and what we're bullish on in live time. Yep. Anything else there, Kane, before we want to move on to the next feature?
No, we may as well keep the ball rolling for you guys. So, moving on, we've got our events page, and basically what this is we often have live events for you guys to join on a monthly basis, weekly basis as well. For example, we did have one today, which was our Alpha Space, where myself, Ben, Jeff, George, we jump on to a live session where you guys can join in. We talk about what's happened within the week. And yeah, this is where we have all our events. For example, we also had an event with MTM Mastering the Markets, where we were talking about altcoin selection. Again, this is a free event for you guys to join. All you need is just a free account. And yeah, this is where it gets all posted. Quickly moving on, we do have our live community channel as well. So this is where people are able to talk to us, talk to other community members, actually get a feel for the everyday conversation in crypto, so you feel like you're part of a community. We have the Alpha Pro chat. This is for pro members. This is where we give our highest conviction information from a thesis level as well as from an actionable level. And then we also do have the direct analyst messaging. So if you are a pro member, you do get the direct access to us as analysts. We have a team of about 4 or 5 analysts now. And whenever you guys have a question, whenever you guys have any query in the market, you guys have us to lean on. People with 8 years experience, people who understand the market better than anyone else. The fact that you have that on a 24/7 basis and we can be able to provide you with that information and clarity is something we think is very, very valuable for anyone getting into the journey or just wanting to get a little bit of clarity or validation on how they're seeing the market. Yeah, moving on, Ben.
Yeah, just on that direct analyst messaging feature, we get a lot of feedback here because majority of influencers in the market, it's always just a one-way conversation. So you may be listening to their YouTube video, but you can't actually have a flowing conversation with them. You can leave a comment, but good luck getting a reply from them. So with this, you have a two-way conversation where we can talk Monday through to Sunday, 9 to 5 about anything you want to see in the market. So this feature has been very popular with our members.
Amazing. Well, moving on to the daily news. Again, this is just another feature for you guys as free members. You don't actually need to be a pro member to have this, but it's such a good tool if you were just looking for the biggest headlines of a day. We aggregate all the daily news for you. You don't have to scrape through Twitter. You don't have to scrape through a million different websites to understand what's going on. It all has it here for you. So this basically aggregates the biggest headlines of the news every single day. You have a little bit of market commentary up in the top right. You have your ETF flows. You have the biggest and biggest gainers, biggest losers. Everything you really just need in a daily quick reminding update. This has also been a great tool. I actually use this every single day because I'm looking at different things affecting the market, and I need to be aware of everything that's going on. So this has actually been one of my favorite tools personally, and I know a lot of our clients have found a lot of value from this as well.
Amazing. Let's move on to portfolio tracking.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this is a tool I use every day, and I've been using a portfolio tracker on my iPhone for the last 6, 7 years, but it has very limiting features. I can pretty much only just see what my overall portfolio is. And so we wanted to take ideas from tools we use every day, bring it here, and make it 10 times better. So what we have here is you can import any of your holdings, whether they're from UpTrade, personal custody, or on other exchanges, have it all in one place with live data, tracking the P&L, and then having a live view with sector breakdowns. So what's your weighting per sector? What's your weighting per token as well? And what we've added here is you can also set portfolio and specific asset targets. So a lot of the times I think people have ideas or valuations they want certain tokens to get to just up in their head. But if you don't have that written down on paper or somewhere to visualize, it's quite hard to actually take action on that. So on here, we have two different charts here representing how far away your actual target is. And so you can track that in lifetime for the asset and for the overall portfolio as well.
Yeah, and I think that kind of breaks down exactly what you need to see because people forget how strong and important diversification is, and people forget where they're positioned in the market. I know personally, I've got about 20 different wallets. I don't even know where half my assets are. So how am I meant to know where my actual allocations lie? Like what percentages of what, this and that. This is a very easy way. You just add your transaction when you make it, and it all is calculated for you guys. We've got a deep dive analysis on each token as well, the news, the catalysts that are coming up, the AI take as well on these certain assets. So you guys have the ability to utilize this, which I think is extremely valuable. Pro members also get a quarterly health check. You guys can input your portfolio, and this is why I think it's so good from a high touch level. You guys can import your portfolio. Ben and I personally will review your portfolio from a fundamental view. So, looking at ways that it has underperformed in certain sectors against different averages, um, basically giving you a high touch view on actually where you are positioned in the market. So we've had a lot of users really happy to utilize that. But again, if you don't want that, you've got the analysis from our AI agent we've built that actually also analyzes your portfolio from key risks to key diversification, all the important things that you probably overlook on a daily basis. So, for example, our Aquila AI, we'll probably touch on this a little bit further down in this video, but this is powering its actual analysis on our portfolios. So we've actually built it so its thesis is driven by what we believe in. So we are able to train it in a way that is very smart from a crypto analytical point of view. It feeds into all the different APIs that things like ChatGPT and other language learning models just can't do. So this is a unique tool. It is something that our clients really enjoy. It can even analyze charts for you if you want to upload charts, which is a really cool feature. But yeah, this shows you your diversification, different asset mixes, your risk profile dependent on your correlation with different assets, and then also your performance. So this is, in my opinion, a very, very strong tool. Your upcoming catalysts that you have in your portfolio, how it's going against the Bitcoin benchmark. This is stuff you just need to know, but it obviously automates it for you on a daily basis. So, yeah, one tool that is free again, just to import your portfolio. I don't see why no one would want that. It is an amazing tool to utilize.
Yeah, it is. And I can imagine spending so much time if you wanted to try work out the metrics yourself on your own portfolio, you could spend in hours just to get a result that is live for that minute, and then you have to work it all out again in the next day. This spits it out just within a few seconds. Kane, are we going to show off the Alpha portfolio today?
Yeah, I think we can give it a little bit of a sneak peek. This is a pro member feature. But basically, a part of our research, we actually run our own fund personally, an internal fund. So we are actually creating a fund where we are showcasing how sophisticated investors, especially from an institutional standpoint, invest in the market. So this has been a really, really strong series for us. We started with $250,000 literally last month. We've allocated about 30% into the market. We're already up 4% in that month, just showcasing every single move we make. We even give you guys the thesis behind it, the reasonings why we're buying into certain tokens. We don't want to give too much away because this is a feature for our pro members to see. But basically, you guys get live straight away information on every single trade we make from our fund. And this is again from an institutional angle where we have a lot of information that you guys probably don't have on the market. So we're utilizing it in a way that is very, very efficient. So this is another very, very strong feature for the pro members. And I think that feeds into probably our last feature we want to quickly touch on, Ben, which is our Aquila AI.
Yep, I'd love to. This took a few developers, it took our minds, and it took about 6 months to get the final product. And this is what was on the portfolio tracker feature before. But we pretty much, it's called Aquila AI. It's your own personal research assistant that's in your back pocket. And you get institutional grade answers. It's crypto guardrailed only, and it plugs into live blockchain data. If you go to ChatGPT and you ask a question about on-chain data, you're going to get an answer that's about 24 or 48 hours delayed. With us, it's live and you get the answer straight away. Kane, do you want to give a simple demonstration of what you can ask it?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. So, for example, I may as well just get an old chat up for you guys. So, for example, if you wanted to ask it to analyze your portfolio, it can definitely do so. So, for example, I was just asking it to show me a holding structure of a sophisticated, high-performing portfolio, and it basically will break things down based on their performance. It gives you a very high-touch examples of how different funds actually allocate. For example, it is showing the different allocations, how different funds will do so, and then it will give you the risk profiles. It'll explain the diversification metrics. It'll explain key benefits. Anything you really want it to do, it is there to help you. I'm trying to give you another really good example. Um,
I know the brokers at UpTrade, since they're extremely busy, they can't watch all their videos every week. What they do is they just type a message, Aquila, can you please summarize the recent research from UpTrade in the past week?
yeah.
And it will spit out a very simplified version so you can get up to date straight away. Someone like Kane and I, who are like more high level, we use it to compare like different revenue per
Mm.
protocol, and it spits out charts for us to use in our analysis. So depending on your level, there's many different things you can take away from this.
Yeah, definitely. So, for example, what are the key takeaways from recent research? It was basically showing you guys, this was back in February, but it will break it down for you in a very, very simple way. If you guys don't have time to watch our research and things like this is a way to summarize it all and still get all the important information you guys need. So, this is another really cool way to just absorb information very fast and the important parts of the information. If you were to look at the DEX volumes, things like that, what is Uniswap's volume? Or if you wanted to just rank him, it will do so. So based on different volume metrics, also the 24-hour change, revenue, all these metrics are extremely important in today's market, and you have the live information all plugged into Aquila. So Yeah, so this is obviously a really cool tool for you guys to utilize if you do have a pro feature. So I think that kind of feeds into the actual tiers we do have, and I'll quickly walk you guys through them. The first tier we have is just our free tier. This is a little bit dated what you actually have, but basically you do get two tokens to unlock research every month. So our actual videos we do, you get to unlock two pieces of that per month for free. You also get the daily news, you get your portfolio tracker, and you get the community channel. So that is a lot of value just from signing up with a link. If you guys wanted to get a little bit more information, you get the trader tier, which is our middle tier. This is something that you actually also can unlock by doing $25,000 in volume at UpTrade, the actual brokerage. So if you do $25,000 in volume at our brokerage, you will get the trader tier for free for 1 month. So definitely, if you guys are also in our brokerage and you guys are trading actively, look out for emails because we are always distributing free memberships for the month if you guys are hitting those targets. But yeah, this one is basically similar to the free, except you get a lot more value in terms of the research reports. You get basically all the research. You also get UpTrade's token watch list, so you can see what Ben and I are holding, what assets we're actually bullish on, which is really cool. You get live webinars that are exclusive to Trader Tier or Pro members, which is also very strong. And then you also have exclusive channels that you can utilize in our UpTrade Alpha tier. So this is also available for a free trial. All you guys need to do is when you go to pay, I'm already logged in. I can't really show you, but when you pay, it will say a 30-day free trial. You guys can utilize that at any point as well.
Amazing. And the final tier, obviously, you get everything we've just walked through. And majority of members actually make back the cost through trading fee discount. If you are a member and you trade at our brokerage, you get 15% off your trading fees. So that's only a couple $100,000 in volume, and you get a free subscription to the membership.
100%. So 15% trading discount at UpTrade, our brokerage, if you are to sign up for the annual membership. We're currently on a wait list. We do have a lot of interest in the pro memberships. Sorry. We actually just got an award recently at Paris Blockchain Week for the best research platform. So we just won that yesterday. So we are very high demand for this at the moment, and we do have limited spots. But if you are interested, please join the wait list. We will try to accommodate for everyone. But yeah, I think that does break down more or less everything for UpTrade Alpha. Brando, did you have any other questions?
Or if you finished it on the demo, then we'll just go back to not share screen. If you finished.
Yeah.
Yep, we're done.
All right, cool. Yeah, a few things. First off, yeah, because I mean, back in the day, when we say, you've been in crypto for 8 years, they're like dog years. Like 8 years in crypto is a lifetime. But so when we say back in the day, it's actually quite recent. You had to scale the internet and different YouTube channels and follow stuff, and then it was just really, really difficult thing to do. Where people nowadays, well, even back then, are time poor. I mean, I don't have time to do that anymore. And that's why this alpha thing's cool, because I can just go there and you guys have done it all for us. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where we're at that. Now, just really, really quickly, and then we'll go into the CDA, is if you guys don't have an account with UpTrade at the moment, explain what the difference between an exchange and a broker does.
Yeah, so the difference between an exchange and a broker, I think there's a lot of a misconception that we are very similar, but there are big differences. So we are like a white glove service. We have brokers who you can contact 24/7. We're there to guide you on your journey, your crypto journey, when it comes to research, when it comes to insights, when it comes to just someone in your corner to talk to. So that's what we do at UpTrade. An exchange is just a place where you want to just make a quick buy and sell, no customer service usually. And yeah, that's what we pride ourselves on, being able to be transparent with you guys. Our fee might be a little bit higher, but you get a suite of benefits with it. And when it comes to, very busy times, I don't know if you've seen, but big exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, they have down periods where you can't withdraw money, you can't actually make trades, which is really uh scary for a lot of people. Whereas we are pretty boutique. We don't have all these customers. We don't want to serve a million different people. We do it so that you guys have the best experience, and that's what the main difference between a brokerage and a exchange really is.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'll just do a quick question. If you guys want to get hold of these guys, whatever, there's a really, really good website called orangebrickroad.com.au over here. And if you go to services, you will see a broker, and then you will see UpTrade. And once it loads, UpTrade is here. So if you want to start and then we've done a little video with old Jeffrey there. Okay, so you can start an account there. Once they've started the account, so how do you now, once you've got an account, start with the alpha? Can you do that through your account?
Yeah, so they are separate platforms. You can be an alpha member and not be a brokerage client, but majority of brokerage clients naturally progress towards being an alpha member. So you don't have to be either or. To be an alpha member and you don't want the brokerage, it's uptradealpha.com and you can create a free account. Anybody can do it. Or if you want to go through the brokerage first, you can go through the website. You'll get a free discovery call and we'll set you up with the right broker for the right needs. And they'll talk to you about what you're after. If you're after research, they'll guide you the right way towards UpTrade Alpha.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely. And we just a quick one. We also do have a discount code, which is a sorry, we do have a promotion code for Brandon and OBR. So if you do put OBR in the promotion code when you sign up, you will get a free month trial of the UpTrade Alpha platform. So definitely, if you guys are interested, put that in as well.
Yeah, cool. And I'll have the links in the description as well. And it's going out in the newsletter. Because, yeah, like I said, this will be going out in my newsletter as well. Obviously, my newsletter isn't as detailed as these guys because I lean on these guys quite regularly. Mine's more of a summary on what's happening with the market, what's happening with legals or what superannuation's doing or whatever I feel like looking at for the day, basically. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, thanks very much for joining us, guys. I want to just sort of have one last little thing is we've put millions through you guys through Orange Brick Road. We help people out with portfolios, wallet setups, just everything in crypto. You can see all that on the Orange Brick Road website. And we've also had a lot of trouble with exchanges and other services with the on and off board, which can be quite tricky. But with you guys, we haven't had a problem. It's because you guys are set up for that, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, we are. Yeah, personally, I I bet it was about 6 months ago. I went to put $10,000, or it was about $20,000 into CoinSpot, and my money got frozen.
Yep.
And I spent about 3 hours on the call trying to figure it out. And if my face and name wasn't on the UpTrade website, I wouldn't have gotten my money. They actually did a background check and saw that I work at a brokerage, and I finally let my money go. But with UpTrade, we are built around private banking rails. So when you make your deposit or withdrawal from UpTrade to your bank account, they don't actually see it's coming from a crypto platform. And so it's seamless. And we have people putting up to $100 million through it with no drama.
Yeah, because that was a catching thing. Personally, I've had clients that their bank accounts have been frozen, their assets have been frozen. One example was an exchange then wanted them to prove where they got the money from in order to buy the crypto. And he's like, oh, well, I have a certain business, I don't want to name it, that's across Australia, and I do contracts, and so I might have got 10 grand from that contract, 30 from that contract, whatever. And it took him 3.5 months to get the paperwork together in order for them to release. So you can have problems. So that's why I like working with you guys, especially on the high volume things. Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if we've got nothing else, we'll leave it at that. And like I said, all links will be in the description. Tune into these guys because they know what they're talking about. And if you have any problems with crypto, or you want to get started, or you want your portfolio, whatever, contact Orange Brick Road. We do a whole bunch of stuff. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
A map of codes and neon lights, a labyrinth of highs and fights. You chase the glow, you roll the dice. This world is made of risk and vice. Every block, a story told.